God damn it, what the hell do you think you're doing? Filthy. Disgusting. That's something you don't touch. You serve it. You watch it, but you don't ever hold it. Nathaniel Blake's voice cut like broken glass. He stormed into the room, yanking the baby girl from Maya Williams' arms with a force that made her breath catch. No, please, she just fell asleep. She wouldn't stop crying. I don't care, he barked. You're the maid, not the mother. Not anything. The baby Lily screamed the moment she left Maya's chest, her tiny hands clawing at the air, sobs shrill. And panicked. Lily, it's okay, sweetheart. I'm here, Nathaniel whispered. But the child only cried harder, writhing in his arms, red-faced and gasping. Why won't she stop? Maya stood frozen, heart pounding. I tried everything, she said quietly. She only sleeps if I hold her. That's all. He didn't answer, just stood there as his daughter's cries grew louder. Give her back to me, Maya said, voice low, firm. His jaw tightened. I said, give her back. She's scared. You're scaring her. Nathaniel looked down at the child, then at Maya. His eyes were ice, but underneath, something else: confusion, hesitation, defeat. He handed Lily back. The baby curled into Maya's chest instantly, like her body remembered safety. The crying stopped in less than 30 seconds, only hiccuping sobs remaining as she drifted into fragile sleep. Maya held her close, sitting back onto the rug, rocking gently, murmuring, I got you, little one. Nathaniel stood still, silent, watching. That night no one spoke again, but the house felt colder. The weight of silence. Maya laid Lily down gently in her crib hours later. She didn't sleep at all. By morning, Mrs. Delaney found her sitting in the corner of the nursery, eyes wide, hands trembling. She only sleeps with her, the older woman whispered, glancing at the now peaceful baby. Nathaniel said nothing at breakfast, his tie crooked. Coffee untouched. The second night, Maya tucked Lily in and stepped away. The baby screamed. Mrs. Delaney rushed in. Nathaniel tried. Neither worked. Only when Maya returned, arms outstretched, whispering gently, did Lily quiet. The third night, Nathaniel waited outside the nursery door. He didn't enter. He listened. No crying, only a quiet lullaby half hummed. He knocked. Maya. She opened the door. I need to speak with you. She stepped outside, closing the door gently. I owe you an apology, Nathaniel said. Silence. For what? Maya asked, not soft, not angry, just steady. For how I spoke to you. For what I said. It was cruel and wrong. She nodded. Lily knows what's real. She doesn't care about wealth or titles. She just needs warmth. I know, he said. She won't sleep unless she feels safe. I know, he repeated, and I don't think she's the only one. Nathaniel looked down. I'm sorry, Maya. A beat. I'm not going to quit, she said. Not because of you, but because she needs me. I hope you stay, he said. For her. For her, Maya repeated. But in her chest, something shook loose. Something she thought had been locked away for good. She didn't trust him. But Lily did. And for now, that was enough. Shadows and truth. The next morning, Maya moved through the house like a shadow. The dining room table gleamed, polished to perfection. The smell of fresh coffee lingered, but neither Nathaniel nor Mrs. Delaney spoke. As she passed with a folded blanket. Good morning, Maya said calmly, eyes forward. Mrs. Delaney nodded stiffly. Nathaniel looked up from his tablet, jaw tight, but said nothing. It didn't matter. Maya wasn't expecting kindness. She was here for the baby. Upstairs, in the quiet nursery, Lily slept soundly, arms stretched above her head, a soft sigh in her chest. Maya sat beside the crib, watching. The events of that first night still burned behind her eyes, but she kept her spine straight. Nathaniel's words, his tone, the way he tore the baby from her arms, they weren't new. She'd been Told her whole life she wasn't meant to hold, only to serve. But Lily knew different. Lily clung to her like she'd been waiting for Maya her whole life. Maya, it was Rosa, peeking into the nursery. "Hey," Maya whispered. "She's asleep." Rosa stepped in quietly and sat beside her. "I heard what happened." "I bet the whole house did." "He's not used to people, not since Claire." "I'm not here for him," Maya said. "I know," Rosa said softly, "but be careful. Men like Nathaniel, when they feel something, they push harder. They don't know how to ask. They just react." Maya's eyes stayed on Lily. "She's the only one who didn't look at me like I was." "Dirt," Rosa touched her shoulder. "You're not dirt, honey. You're the only reason this house is holding together, even if he doesn't see it yet." Eavesdropping on truth later, while folding towels in the laundry room, Maya overheard Nathaniel. On the phone. "I told you, I'm not interested in dinner meetings right now, Asa. No, Jennifer. I don't care if she's in town. We're not getting back together." A pause. "Because I have a daughter who cries through the night unless a stranger holds her, and I can't even look that stranger in the eye because I've treated her like trash." Maya stood frozen behind the half-closed door. Nathaniel's voice dropped to a whisper. "She's not just the help. I see that now, but I don't know how to fix what I said." The door creaked. He saw her. Silence. "Eavesdropping?" he asked, voice stiff. "Laundry," Maya replied evenly. He exhaled. "You weren't supposed to hear that." "No one's ever supposed to hear anything in this house," she said. "It's made of silence." He rubbed the back of his neck. "I meant what I said last night. This morning, I was wrong. You were cruel. I know. And that baby, your baby, she knows who's gentle." He nodded. "I'd like to start over," he said. She didn't answer. Instead, Maya went upstairs, rocked Lily in her arms, and hummed a lullaby she hadn't sung in years. A mirror named Lily that evening. While sewing a torn seam on a couch pillow, Mrs. Delaney approached. "You're not like the others," she said. Maya didn't look up. "What others?" "The ones who come here for the money or the prestige. They last 2 weeks, maybe 3, then they're gone. But you?" She paused. "She only sleeps in your arms. She's just a baby. She's not just a baby. She's a mirror," Mrs. Delaney said. "And she sees who you are." Maya looked up. "Who am I then?" Mrs. Delaney gave a thin smile. "Someone who deserves to stay." The words hit harder than Maya expected. She looked back at the pillow and stitched in silence. Chapter 6. A new project. 2 days later, as snow fell steadily outside, Nathaniel asked Maya to his office. The space was clinical modern desk, wall-mounted screens, chrome bookshelves. "I want to show you something," he said. On the screen, a wireframe of an app, bright colors, icons, a tab labeled Single Mom Support. "What is this?" "My next project. A digital hub for single mothers, resources, legal aid, childcare options. I started it after Claire left. But the team, most of them are men. They don't understand what's needed." Maya crossed her arms. "And you think I do?" He looked at her directly. "I think you understand what it's like to be left behind. That makes you the most qualified person in this house." She stared for a long moment. "I'm not a tech expert." "I don't need one," he replied. "I need someone who knows what it feels like to matter too late." That night, Maya lay awake, the snow falling outside. She remembered foster homes, the basement in the Bronx, clients who never said thank you, men who shouted, women who looked away. Now here she was, being asked not to sweep the floor, but to build something real. Chapter 7. The first steps. 3 days later, Maya stood before Nathaniel's oak study door, heart pounding. "Come in," he called before she knocked. He was at his desk, sleeves rolled, tie undone. Printouts, sketches, and sticky notes, many in her handwriting, covered the desk. "I've been reviewing your notes," he said. "You think like someone who's been on the other side of the system." "I have," she said. taking the seat he offered. I want to implement the anonymous forum feature you suggested for moms afraid to speak openly. Maya nodded. Good. Some women, especially younger ones, will never raise their hand in public, but they'll type if they're alone in the dark and scared. He was quiet for a moment. You know, I built my company around solving real problems, renewable energy, sustainable homes, carbon tracking, and still miss the human ones, Maya said gently. Nathaniel smiled, a small, tired thing. Yeah, turns out you can't code your way out of loneliness. They sat in silence, the winter light slanting through the tall window. Maya studied the papers, then looked up. I'll help, she said. But I want to be involved, not as a consultant or assistant, as a voice. You already are, he said. No, she said, firmer. You said you wanted to start over. This is how it begins. You don't just ask for insight when it's convenient. You build from trust. He met her eyes. Deal. Chapter 8. A new beginning. Spring arrived early. The snow melted, revealing soft grass and crooked stone paths. The Blake estate's windows opened, and the house began to breathe again. So did Maya. Lily woke happier, her giggles bouncing off the walls. She'd begun walking half steps, always toward Maya. Nathaniel came home earlier, sometimes with groceries or hardware for the crib. The man who once shouted was gone, replaced by someone who lingered in doorways, watching Maya and Lily with something like awe. One Thursday, Maya stood at the laundry line in the garden, pinning up Lily's tiny sweaters. Nathaniel called from the patio, barefoot, holding a tablet and a juice bottle. I need your eyes on something, he said. She laughed. Juice for the boss? You, he said, grinning. Lily already bit me once today. Inside, he showed her a mock-up of the app's new home screen. We're thinking of highlighting real stories, anonymous, of course. Mothers, caretakers, people who got through it. Maya studied it. Is there a way to let them leave voice notes? Why? Because sometimes it's easier to speak than write, especially if you're crying. He stared at her, then nodded. I'll have the dev team work on that. They sat together on the leather couch, Lily babbling to a stuffed giraffe on the carpet. Maya sipped her juice, barefoot, legs curled beneath her. Do you ever think, Nathaniel began, that we stumbled into this? This us, her, the app, all of it. I think the world gave us a second chance, Maya said. The first one, we both wasted. He tilted his head. How'd you waste yours? I stopped believing in people. Nathaniel's voice dropped. Me too. A pause. But you didn't stop believing in her, she said, nodding to Lily. He looked at the child. I just didn't know how to show it. You do now. He turned back to Maya. Because of you. Chapter 9. A growing bond. That evening, Maya walked Lily around the garden in a sling, the baby humming nonsense against her shoulder. Mrs. Delaney watched from the porch. I saw the mock-ups, she said. They're good, real. Maya smiled. He's different now, Mrs. Delaney snorted. He's in love. Maya nearly tripped. What? I've worked here long enough to know the look. He only uses the good coffee mugs when you're in the room. Maya shook her head. I'm just trying to do right by Lily. Of course, Mrs. Delaney said. But don't pretend love's not blooming around here faster than the flowers. Chapter 10. A New Horizon. The private jet hummed gently. Maya sat across from Nathaniel, Lily curled in her lap. Nathaniel watched as Maya stroked the child's back, calm and steady. You okay? He asked. She nodded. Just taking it all in. First time flying? First time flying private. First time flying with a billionaire. First time flying anywhere I wasn't escaping from. Nathaniel studied her. This time, you're heading towards something. In New York, the hotel suite was absurd glass walls, a piano no one played, a kitchen larger than most apartments. Maya stood frozen, Lily in her arms, both stunned. I don't know what to touch, Maya whispered. Nathaniel chuckled. Everything's insured. Lily pointed to the piano. Wawa. She thinks every piano is a water fountain, Maya said. Nathaniel knelt beside them. Let's teach her the difference. He lifted Lily to the piano bench and played a soft, halting melody. Maya watched, the moment perfect despite the imperfections. Later, on the balcony, Nathaniel handed her a glass of chamomile tea. Did I tell you why I started the app? He asked. Maya shook her head. My wife Lily's mom was diagnosed late. She'd been depressed for over a year, but I was too busy making money. She left one morning and never came back. They found her body 2 days later near a lake. He sipped his tea. If we'd had something like this, something anonymous where she could have spoken, maybe she'd still be here. I'm sorry, Maya said. She was kind. You remind me of her. Not in appearance and heart. Maya's breath caught. I don't say that lightly, he added. Watching you with Lily, caring for someone who isn't yours like she's blood. That's not ordinary. She is mine, Maya said softly. Not by blood, maybe, but by everything else. Chapter 11. The Power of Being Seen. The next morning, Maya sat at a polished conference table in a glass tower. Her hands trembled slightly. Nathaniel introduced her. Maya Williams is the reason this app has meaning. She knows how it feels to change the world by being seen. Maya stood. I used to think survival was the goal, she began. That if you got through the day without breaking, you were okay. But surviving isn't living. Most of the people you want to reach with this app, they're enduring. What they need isn't more features, it's more humanity. The room erupted in applause. Nathaniel walked beside her afterward. You just closed the deal. I thought that was your job. It was until now, he paused. I don't want you to be the nanny anymore. I want you to be head of community development. Full salary, full benefits. Your own team. She blinked. You're serious? As a heart attack. I've never run an office. You've run a household. You've managed crises. You've spoken truth to power. That's more than most CEOs can say. Maya looked out at the skyline. Okay, she said quietly, and the word felt like the start of everything. Chapter 12. A new role. A new world. The office was a corner suite, floor-to-ceiling glass, a view stretching across Manhattan. A nameplate read, Maya Williams, Head of Community Development. She sat slowly, hands hovering over the walnut desk. Days ago, she'd been folding laundry. Now this. Nathaniel stepped in with 2 coffees. You start tomorrow, but I wanted you to see it first. It doesn't feel real, she whispered. Give it time, he said. You'll be running this building by fall. The next morning, Maya arrived in a navy dress, hair in a neat bun. Her assistant, Carla, handed her a schedule. Meetings, legal walkthroughs, press. Maya blinked. You're the heart of the story, Carla said. Everyone wants to meet the woman behind the app. At the press interview, Maya leaned forward. I've been invisible most of my life, poor, homeless, cleaning homes for people who wouldn't look me in the eye. This isn't just a job. It's a second chance, maybe a first. The reporter's eyes glistened. What do you hope to do with it? I want to build something for people like the girl I used to be. People dismissed, forgotten, abused. I want them to know their stories matter. Chapter 13. A Past Resurface Day. Week later, Carla announced a visitor. Maya stood, heart freezing. Mom. The woman walked in, eyes darting around the office. You work here. This is yours. Maya nodded. Why are you here? I saw you on the news. They said you built something big. I didn't build it alone, Maya said. Her mother stepped closer. I came to say I'm proud and to ask if we can talk. Start again. Maya's chest tightened. You threw me out when I was 16. I was scared. You were stubborn. We both made mistakes. Maya glanced at a photo of her and Lily. I can't rewrite the past, but maybe we can write something new. Her mother smiled, eyes misting. Thank you. Chapter 14. A family forged that evening. Maya, Nathaniel, and Lily walked through Central Park, fairy lights glowing for the spring festival. Maya held Lily's hand in one, Nathaniel's in the other. "I never imagined any of this when I hired a nanny," Nathaniel said. Maya laughed. "And I never imagined falling in love with a billionaire." His smile faded. "Are you?" She looked at him, heart thudding. "I think I already have." He leaned in and kissed her forehead. "I have too." And in that soft golden light, with the world still spinning, Maya felt something she hadn't in years. Home.